Assalamualaikum viewers, my name is Rabesh and Health Valley and I am a level student at Transgo Islamabad campus. So viewers, my interview is Illon and hi, how are you? Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining.
I'm very fine, thank you. I need to ask you to talk a little slower so I can understand you better. It's hard with a
Okay,
different language.
okay,
Much better. Thank you.
okay, please can you introduce yourself in detail?
Tell you what? Say that again, please. Please tell
Yes,
you what?
my please can you introduce yourself?
Yes, that's very clear. Thank you. Yes, my name is Eileen Dillon, and I do many things. I especially work with emotions, trying to well, not trying to working to help people understand how to work with emotions so life is better. And I've been helping people for more than 50 years, and I had my own podcast for about 15 years also. um, Now I live in what in the U.S. we call an RV. That's a home that's on wheels, and I've been here in this for 9 years now.
Okay, Alan, you are so nice answer. And my first question for you that you are so nice introduced. And my first question is, what does a coroner do on a daily basis, and what are your main responsibility?
I'm going to have to ask you to say that again, please. I didn't quite get it. Would you one more time, please?
Okay, no problem. Yeah. My question is, what does a coroner do on a daily basis, and what are your main responsibility?
And where am I supposed to? Where am I right now? Is that what you're asking me? What do I do on a daily basis? And where am I? Is what I understand. So, uh, I worked for many years every day seeing people, but I'm now not doing that. I'm writing and I'm on podcasts and I'm giving speeches and and I'm setting things up to teach other people how to work with the emotions so that we can have better lives. That's what I'm doing on a daily basis. And where I am is in Northern California in the United States.
You are so nice answer, very beautiful answer. And my next question for you that, why did you choose this performance, and what inspired you to become a corner?
Okay, why do I do this? Say that again, because I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time understanding you. So
Okay, no
very
problem.
slowly. Try me again. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. My question is, why did you choose this professional, and what inspired you to become a corner?
What inspired me to become a what? What inspired me to become a what? I don't know what that is. So I'll do the best I can. What inspired me is pain. Uh, I had a bad experience many years ago, and I it I ended up being very angry, and I had a little child, and I didn't want to be angry around the little child, so I tried to figure out how to stop having so much anger. And I found out there nobody knew how to do that. So I had to figure it out myself, and that's how I got involved in it. That's what inspired me to do that. And now I have an understanding of how emotions work. We have emotions all the time from when you're a little baby until you die. We always have emotions. We are sad or we're happy or we're angry, and who do you know who knows uh, why we have them? What are they for? And that's what I have been studying now for more than 50 years.
You are so beautiful answer, and you're so nice answer. Okay, my next question for you, that what kind of cases do you usually handle in your work?
What kind of, what's that word? What kind of what do I usually handle in my work?
Yeah.
Say it one more time then. Let me see if I can get that word, please.
Okay, no problem, Illon. My question is, what kind of cases do you usually handle in your work?
So, what kinds of things I handle in my work? Well, in the past, I have worked with families where the children have gotten into trouble or where the parents don't have a job or where somebody has died. Whatever happens in everyday life, I have helped people. Uh, eh, different issues that come up in their lives, and now I I see a very few people. I have people that I work with who are a lot of people today are afraid. There's so many big changes that they're uh, you know people are having war and they're having not enough food and they're having uh, losing jobs, those kinds of things, and people need help um, with that because it makes them afraid. But when something changes, it's an opportunity for us to learn, like you learn at school. And that's where I come in. I go, oh, things are changing. It's time for you to learn something.
You are so very beautiful answers. Okay, my next
Thank you.
question for you, that how do you determine the cases of beat beat in a case? You understand?
Not quite. How do I determine what? How do you determine?
Okay, I'm repeat the question.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
no problem. No problem. My question is, how do you determine in the cases of with in cases? You understand?
How do I determine something? And how do I determine what? What are you looking? What? I'm sorry, this is not easy for you or for me. No, I don't understand quite. What do I? How do I determine what? What is it that you're
Okay.
looking? What do I
Okay.
determine?
Okay, no problem. My next question is, what step do you follow when a beat in is spotted to you? Please, you understand?
Say it one more time. One more. How
No
do?
problem. No
Yeah.
problem. No problem. My question is, Alan, what step do you follow when a birth is reported to you? You understand?
Something that's reported to me that I understand. In other words, what kinds of things people ask me about or have problems with? Yeah. Okay. Well, um, recently we had a mother who has a 3-year old little girl, and the little girl was screaming all the time. She was going, ah, like that all the time. And so I helped the mother to learn how to set boundaries, how to say, you can scream, but you can scream here. And I'm not going to give you attention for screaming. I'm going to go away a short distance and then you scream. And when you stop screaming, I'll come pay attention to you. So, a lot of what happens with people is um, they don't understand that whatever we pay attention to, whatever we notice, gets bigger. And so often people pay attention to what's going wrong, what's the problem, and the problem gets bigger. But you can pay attention to how you like things. What would happen if it was going not a problem, and that will get bigger. And that's part of what I do in my work is help people to say, no, I'm not looking at the problem. I'm looking at where I want to go, how I want things to be better.
You are very sweet and beautiful answer. And my next question is for you, that Alan. How important is astronomy and hostiny in your professional, and why? You understand? Yeah, repeat my question.
That you did really well. There are just two words I missed. Uh, uh, how do I do something professionally? Would you just say it one more time, please?
No problem, no problem. My question is, Alan, how important is astronomy and hostiny in your profession, and why? You understand now?
I hope. I hope so. I don't know. How important is my is something about my advice? So let me answer it this way. Um, Most of the time, if you have a problem or somebody has a problem, we we try to figure it out. We try to figure it out, and we're just looking at it one way. We have a what we call a perspective. This is the way I see it. Here's what the problem is. And what I do is I say, well, that's the problem you see, but can you see it another way? Can you look at it another way? For example, if you don't have a job, that's a terrible thing, but can you see it another way and see, oh, I have an opportunity. I can do something that's that I enjoy more than the job that I thought I needed, and I can still get paid for it. I can have another kind of job that's better for me. And that's a big part of what I do is get people to look at things another way.
Alan, you are very long answers and very beautiful and sweet answers and good
Thank you.
answers. And my next question for you, that can you describe a typical work day from start to end?
Say it one more time, please.
No problem, no problem. My question is, Alan, can you describe a typical work day from start to end? You understand?
Yes, you want me to tell you about a typical day from start to end. I got it. Woohoo! Yay. Well, uh, a typical day, a typical day for somebody who works with other people to help them is that you have to talk to people. I now talk to people on Zoom, on the computer. And so I will have an appointment and a person will come to Zoom like I'm here with you now, and they will tell me their problem. Uh, one person I worked with recently had a problem because she's a doctor, and she had to change where she worked, and it involved it scared her, and it was difficult, and she was mad because she couldn't stay where she was, and she had to figure all those things out. And that's what I talked with her about. And finally she saw, oh, this is not bad, this is an opportunity. And she went and started her own new office, and it's working beautifully. That's those, but it could be anything. I talk with people about all kinds of things. Mostly what we all have lessons. We all have things we need to learn. And when we have an experience, that's when we know what it is that we have to learn. And emotions help us to understand our experience, what's happening in our lives, helps us to understand so we can learn. The world that we're in is a giant school, and we come to learn just like you go to Rehan.
You are very beautiful answers, very and sweet answer. Okay. My next question is, what challenge do you face in your job on a regular basis? You understand?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. What challenge do I face on my job? Um, well, the biggest challenge in my job is that I can't help somebody else until I can help myself. So if I have problems, if I have uh, things that make me afraid, I need to work on those and fix those before I can help somebody else. And so that's the biggest challenge, is to keep going, okay, what can I learn? What do I need to know here? Uh, why is this difficult for me? What do I need to do differently so that it's not that's the problem, that it's difficult. So what do I have to do so that it's not difficult, so that I go, oh, I can help you. When I first started as a therapist, people would tell me terrible problems, and I would go, oh, I don't know what to do. And then I realized that most people don't have somebody to just listen to them, so I could just tell you how I feel. So I sat and I just listened. And that's when I began to understand what I could say or do to help them. And that's what worked. Is just listening. It's very important to listen to each other.
You are very sweet answers, and I appreciate for you that. Okay. My question is, how do you handle emotionally default of scientific cases? You understand? Yeah, repeat it.
Say it one more time, please. How do I understand emotionally something? Go ahead.
No problem, no problem. That is good. Okay, my question is, how do you handle emotionally default or sensitive with cases?
How do I handle emotions when people come to work with me? Is that right? So that I'm sensitive to them. I think I got that. Yes. And you say my name, Eileen. So just for you to know, Eileen. That's me. Um, well, I listen to people. I, uh, we also, it's important. Sometimes people don't want to have the emotions that they're feeling, they don't want to feel them. So if they're angry, I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be afraid. And when you do that, you can't work with the emotions. So the first thing is, okay, I feel angry. Okay, I feel sad. And then once you, okay, that's what I'm doing, then you can say, what does sadness mean to me? Why is it happening? What's happening that I need to have sadness at this point? Well, maybe sadness is there because you've lost something. Maybe your grandmother has died, or your dog has died, and you feel sad. And emotions are energy, and energy has to move. So if I have the energy emotion of sadness, I need to let it move. So usually when we feel sad, we cry, or we let ourselves talk about what we're sad about. And that's the way I work with all emotions. They're there, they're trying to tell us something. We need to let them be there. We need to listen to them. And then we need to do what the emotion is telling us to do.
You are very, very beautiful answers. Okay,
Thanks.
Alan, my two time end, and my two last question for you. My last question is, what role does a career play in serving justice for families? You understand?
What role does what play in for families? Tell one more time.
Okay, no problem, no problem. What role does a career play in serving justice for families? You understand?
No, somebody talked and I couldn't hear part of it. Could you say it one more time, please? One more.
Okay. My next. How do you communicate? You are feeding to the vacuums family. Understand?
How do you communicate your feelings to people in your family? Is that correct? Yes. Okay. Um, well, first we have to communicate our feelings to ourselves. First we have to know, I'm happy. I'm angry. I feel lonely. I'm all alone. First we have to know that. And then we want to work with our own feelings, because our feelings are telling us something. Like loneliness says that we're giving away too much of our energy, and we're not keeping enough for ourselves. We're not loving ourselves enough. So if you feel lonely, like you're not nobody's there, if you do something you have a talent for, like if you can paint, or you can sing, or you can walk, or swim, something, or cook, something that you can do that makes you feel good, then you won't feel so lonely. So the emotion is telling us what we need to look at. And when we look at it, we don't have to share it with people in our family if we don't choose to. But then to share it is just to say, I'm really sad. I'm really angry. And then to work on it for ourselves. Nobody else can really fix us, especially when you're an adult. Like, nobody else can fix us. We get to fix ourselves. And when we fix ourselves emotionally, we grow. We feel better.
So, viewers, you are Alan. Very, very good and sweet answers. So, this is now my interview for Alan. I hope you like it. interview Hafiz, Pakistan Zindabad, High School Zindabad, Hafiz.